Here's your daily Premier League news and transfer window update with me, football content creator and YouTuber Harry Scarfe. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you firstly to Chris Cowlin for this opportunity to having the pleasure to speak to you guys once again today. Looking forward to cracking into it. So if you're new to the channel, please do like and subscribe. Let's go through headlines first. Then I'll give my opinions and we'll dissect them together. Firstly, Fabrizio Romano reports that Noni Madueke will complete the final part of his medical at Arsenal on Monday kind of lunchtime. He's already in London after the deal sealed between the clubs for £48 million plus £4 million in add-ons. David Ornstein reports via Athletic UK that there's an agreement in principle reached for Sporting striker Victor Gyökeres for his move from Sporting Lisbon to Arsenal. The deal is worth €63.5 million guaranteed plus €10 million add-ons. The Swedish striker's representatives waives fee to help facilitate the 27-year-old making Sporting to Arsenal switch. Fabrizio Romano reports that Petrovic will undergo medical at Bournemouth on Monday ahead of his £25 million deal from Chelsea. Fabrizio Romano reports alongside the Gyökeres deal close, Arsenal are also planning to advance on Christian Monseca deal with Valencia early this week, as player only wants Arsenal project, and to get the deal done for Ethan Nwaneri in the next days after progress revealed. Fabrizio Romano reports that the deal between Arsenal and Sporting for Victor Gyökeres is now being sealed tonight with all parties involved. It's also been sealed this morning after agent's decision to reduce his 10% compensation. Arsenal will pay an initial fee worth €63.5 million plus €10 million add-ons being completed. Here we go will come soon. Chelsea beat PSG in the FIFA Club World Cup 3-0. First time PSG have conceded in the whole tournament. They can ship 3 goals to the Blues. Cole Palmer got a brace and João Pedro got his 3rd goal in just 2 matches for Chelsea. He got a brace in his first game and won against PSG too. That means that Chelsea are FIFA Club World Cup champions, which also means that Enzo Maresca on his first season as Chelsea manager is a FIFA Club World Cup winner, a Conference League winner, and also secured the Champions League spot. I think you could argue it's a good impact from him. Chelsea will wear the FIFA Club World Cup champions special badge on their shirt for the next 4 years. FIFA Club World Cup awards. Top goal scorer went to Gonzalo Garcia. Best young player went to Desiree Doué. Best goalkeeper went to Chelsea's Robert Sanchez. And best player of the tournament went to Chelsea's Cole Palmer. Enzo Maresca on the Club World Cup, he said, I told my players that this competition will become just as important or even more important than the Champions League in the future. Although I don't agree with that, I think it's good motivation for the players. So let's get into those headlines. There's not too many because it often isn't over the weekend. So we will discuss them now, starting with Noni Madueke. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I do personally think that makes Newcastle's deal for Alanga to sign him for 55 million and Tottenham's deal to sign Kudus for 55 million. Again, reported fees a lot better. I like Madueke. However, I do think he's hot and cold, and I think he's a kind of 40 maybe million player, 40 million player. Yeah, 40, 45, not 48. I think that's pushing it too far in my opinion. However, I think it'd be a good addition to Arsenal. A lot of this is on Arsenal. They're getting moves done. Next one is again on Arsenal about Victor Gyökeres. Looks like finally that saga's been sorted. Looks like about that kind of representatives kind of dropping that fee. Looks like it's finally helped getting it done. That 10% compensation, I suppose. So for all parties, I think that's good. It wasn't helping for Sporting to keep him there if he didn't want to be there either. Smart business by Bournemouth in terms of they've signed a good player, or smart recruitment, should I say, instead, because I think Petrovic is a really good goalkeeper. It's a good signing. Is he worth 25 million? No, I don't know. I don't think he's as good as Kepa, but I think he is a fantastic keeper nonetheless. Again, Arsenal, as I said, getting deals done there after Christian Monseca from Valencia, who only wants Arsenal, so that seems highly likely. And also Ethan Nwaneri. Looks like he's been guaranteed the game time, so that should be done. Cole Palmer, red hot form, a brace in the FIFA Club World Cup. João Pedro, what a signing by Chelsea. I think they absolutely pulled Brighton's pants down. 3 goals in 2 games to him. Scored again in the final, this time against PSG. He's a big game player, I think he is. Scoring in this final. I think he's been a really good addition. But I think for 55 million, again, I think that's an absolute steal as far as Chelsea are concerned. I think that João Pedro, in my opinion, is a 60, 65 million player. So I think Chelsea have got a good deal. He's Brighton's last player last season. Having said that, he does have some disciplinary problems which Chelsea will have to manage. Fabrizio Romano's report about Victor Gokra is very similar to David Orseen's, which we have discussed. But Chelsea winning that Super Cup, Chelsea winning that FIFA Club World Cup, I was going to say, gives Tottenham maybe an eye opener or an opportunity in that Super Cup. It's just giving them showing them Tottenham and giving them confidence, I suppose, that PSG are beatable. It can be done, but a big win for Chelsea. I thought they looked really good, defensively secure, causing lots of problems. PSG looked like they didn't know what hit them. And Maresca in his first season, at Chelsea, very similar to what happened at Leicester, absolutely flew at the start, really, really good. And then they had that sticky middle patch and then get it together at the end and just about get it done. But I think this was better than his Leicester season in terms of he's got over the line and won that Conference League and secured that Champions League spot and is now a FIFA Club World Cup winner. So you could argue he's won 2 trophies and secured Champions League football. I think any Chelsea fan would have taken that at the start of the season. Goalkeeper, best goalkeeper of the FIFA Club World Cup tournament awards presented, but including FIFA president and also American President Donald Trump. Robert Sanchez was the best goalkeeper. I think that's going to give him a lot of confidence. A player who struggled at times, especially with Petrovic going as well. I think Sanchez will be the number 1 for Chelsea next season. Best player of the tournament, Cole Palmer, tells you all you need to know. He's very good this tournament. Last but not least, I don't agree with Enzo Maresca that the Club World Cup is just as important or eventually be more important than the Champions League. However, I think it's good to motivate the players, and it clearly worked. He knows what he's doing. I don't. So, fair enough to him. It clearly worked in this case. But those are your Premier League headlines in the last, 24 hours. And those are my opinions, and we have dissected them. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel to keep up to date. Please check out my own stuff at HarryScarfe22 across all socials. I also have my YouTube channel, Harry Scarfe, which includes my own podcast, the Scarfe Spurs podcast. Thank you to Chris Cullen for this opportunity. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe here. And for now, thank you for watching.